Chapter 23 The Believers. With the name of the God, the Almighty, the Merciful. Have prospered the believers, those they in their prayer humble, and those they over the vanities turn away, and those they to the purity doers, and those they to their chastity guarders, except over their spouses or what control their covenants, but surely they other than blamable. But one who seeks around that, but those they the transgressors, and those they to their safekeepings and their promises consistent, and those they over their prayers they guard, those they the inheritors, those they will inherit the Firdaus, they in her living perpetually. And already we created the man from chain from sulfur. Then we make him a dot in a place established. Then we create the dot clot, but we create the clot leech. But we create the leech bones, but we wrap the bones meat. Then we create him creation other, but blessed the God, better of the creators. Then surely you, after that, to be dying. Then surely you, day of the standing, you will be brought out. And already we created above you 7 tracts, and not we are over the creation oblivious. And we send down from the heaven fluid with measure, but we establish it in the earth, and surely we, over going away with it, to be powerful. But we create to you with it gardens from dates and grapes. To you in them delights many, and from them you eat. And trees coming out from Mount Sinai, they grow with the oil, and delicious to the feeders. And surely to you in the animals to be instruction. We slake you from what in their stomachs, and to you in them benefits many, and from them you eat. And over them, and over the ships you carried. And already we sent Noah to his people, but he said, O my people, serve the God, not to you from God other than him, will but not you fear. But said the chiefs, those who rejected from his people, not this, except a conscious being, your example. He wants that he be graced over you, and if wished the God to be sending down angels, not we heard with this in our fathers the first. If he accept a man, with him a demon, but you wait with him till a while. He said, Lord, help me with what they falsify me. So we inspired to him that, build the ships with our eyes and our inspiration. But when comes our command and running the outward, but slither in them from every two pairs too, and will be destroyed, except one sent forth over him the same from them. And don't you address me in those who wrong, surely they to be drowned. But when you sit, you and those with you, over the ships, but say, the praise to God, the one who saved us from the people, the wrongdoing. And say, Lord, send me down, ascending down blessed, and you better of the sending down. Surely in that to be signs, and if we are to be testing, then we created from after them generation other. But we sent in them a messenger from them that serve the God, not to you from God other than him, will but not you fear. And said the chiefs from his people, those who rejected, and they falsified with meeting of the hereafter, and we bestowed them in the life of the world, not this, except a conscious being, your example. He eats from what you eat from it, and he drinks from what you drink. And if you obey a conscious being, your example, surely you then to be losers. Does he promise you? Surely you, when you die and you are dust and bones, surely you to be taken out. Oho, oho, to what you promised. If here, except our life of the world, we die and we live, and not we with bringing out. If he accept a man, invents over the God falsehood, and not we to him with belief. He said, Lord, help me with what they falsify me. He said, years few, to their surely becoming regretful. So grabbed them the blast with the truth, but we made them dust. But away to the people, the wrongdoing. Then we created from after them generations others. Not overtakes from people her term, and not it delayed. Then we sent our messengers continuously. All what came to people, her messenger, they falsified him. So we followed some of them, others, and we made them stories. But away to people, not they believing. Then we sent Moses and his brother Aaron with our signs and authority clear to Pharaoh and his chiefs, but they arrogant, and they were people high. So they said, do we believe to two conscious beings, our example, and both their people to us serving? So they falsified them both, but they were from the destroyed. And already we brought Moses the book, maybe they be guided. And we made son of Mary and his mother signs, and we gave them both sanctuary to growth with places and springs. O you, the messengers, eat from the good and do righteousness. Surely I with what you do knowledgeable. And surely this, your people, people one, and I your Lord, but fear me. But you cut their command between them, blocks. each society with what by them rejoicing. So leave them in their confusion till a while. Do they think, surely what we will add them with it from wealth and sons? We strive to them in the good, but not they perceive. Surely those, they from fear of their Lord, awed, and those, they with signs of their Lord, they believing, and those, they with their Lord, not their partner, and those, they bring what they brought, and their hearts shake, surely they to their Lord returning. Those, they striving in the good, and they to them overtake. And not we burden a soul, except her amplitude, and by our side a book, it speaks with the truth, and they, not they wronged, but their hearts in confusion from this, and to them deeds from other than that, they to them doers. Till when we grab affluent of them with the punishment, when they beg. Don't you beg the day, surely you from us, not you helped. Already were my signs read over you, but you were over your heels, you running away. Arrogant with it, big-headed, you pushing away. Will but not they ponder the saying, or comes to them what not it brought their fathers the first? Or not they recognize their messenger, but they to him weird? Or they say, with him a demon, but comes to them with the truth, and most of them to the truth haters. And if followed the truth, their thoughts, to be warring the heavens and the earths, and those in them, but we bring them with their reminder, but they over their reminder turned away. Or you ask them spending, but spending of your Lord better, and He better of the sustainers. And surely you, to your calling them to a highway constant, and surely those, not they believe with the hereafter, over the highway to be lost. And if we mercied them, and we cleansed what with them from bad, to be rushing in their transgression, they wandering. And already we grab them with the punishment, but not they hold to their Lord, and not they surely humble. Till when we open over them a door with punishment severe, when they in it to be wrapped. And He the one who creates to you the hearing, and the sights, and the intellect, little what you thank. And He the one who spreads you in the earth, and to Him you will be gathered. And He the one, He gives life, and He gives death, and to Him difference of the night and the day, will but not you understand. But they say, example of what said the first. They say, is when we die, and we are dust and bones, are we surely to be brought out? Already we promised, us and our fathers, this from before, if this, except writings of the first. Say, to whom the earth, and those in her, if you are, you knowing. Soon they will say, to God, say, will but not you remember? Say, who Lord of the heavens, the seven, and Lord of the throne, the great. Soon they will say to God, say, will but not you fear? Say, who with his hand kingship of everything, and he delivers, and not it delivered over him, if you are, you knowing. Soon they will say to God, say, but surely you mystified. But we bring them with the truth, and surely they to be falsifiers. Not takes the God from sons, and not is with him from God. Then to be taking away each God with what created, and to be high some of them over others. Glory the God over what they utter, knower of the unseen and the witnessed, but high over what they partner. Say, Lord, of what you surely show me what they promised. Lord, but don't you make me in the people the wrongdoing. And surely we, over that we show you what we promised them to be powerful. Push away with what here better the evil, we aware with what they utter. And say, Lord, I seek refuge with you from slander of the Satans. And I seek refuge with you, Lord, that they be presented. Till when comes to one of them the death, he says, Lord, return me. Maybe I do righteousness in what I left. Like surely no, surely she word, who unmindful of her, and from around them divide to a day they brought out. But when blown in the whistle, but no lineage between them during that day, and not will they be questioned. But one, heavy his balance, but those, they the prosperous. And one, light his balance, but they, those who lose their souls, in hell living perpetually. Burning their faces the fire, and they in her blinking. Were my signs read over you, but you were with them, you falsifying. They will say, our Lord overcame over us our splitting, and we were people astray. Our Lord, take us out from her, but if we turn back, but surely we wrongdoers. He will say, go further into her, and don't you speak to me. Surely it was a group from my servants. They said, our Lord, we believe, so forgive to us and mercy us, and you better of the merciful. But you took them jesting, till you forgot my reminder, and you were from them, you laughing. Surely I repay them the day with what they waited. Surely they the achievers. He will say, how many you tarried in the earth, added years. They will say, we tarried a day or some of a day, but ask the adders. He will say, if you tarried, accept a little, if surely you were, you knowing. Did but you think, surely what we created you a distraction, and surely you to us, not you returning, but high the God, the King, the Truth, no God except He, Lord of the throne, the honored, and one He calls with the God, God other, no evidence to Him with it, but surely what His account with His Lord. Surely He, not He makes prosperous the rejectors, and say, Lord, forgive and mercy, and you better of the merciful.